Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today's Batman Beyond episode is Revenant. So if you don't know too much about it, I might be getting my lore a little bit confused, but from what I understand, it is this being that was killed before, and it's coming back as a vengeful spirit to get, I guess, vengeance. At least I think that's to the best of my understanding. I feel like it's something similar to that. So anyway, it starts off that the a bunch of trophies that the gym teacher had over the years got like randomly glued to the ceiling, and so people are like, oh my god, it's the ghost of such and such, because apparently during construction on the east wing a fucking kid just died. Which I'm like, what circumstances happened to where the kid just fucking died? Like, it is the future. I feel like the future should be like more safe. Like, I don't think many kids these days die from like construction work at school. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Oh, also, side note, has nothing to do with anything. Why are the lockers so goddamn big? Like, no joke, their lockers are like this fucking big and like as tall as a human. I'm like, what are you kids carrying? Do you have like an entire wardrobe in there? Do you have like 50 books? Why do you need a locker that goddamn big? Just, I don't know. I don't know if it was just an animation error. It was just very weird that they had it so big. So all the girls, they're like fawning over the guy that died because he was like this real hunk of a stud muffin. So later that evening, they perform a seance to talk with him. So they're doing a seance, and at the time, Nelson, the kind of like jock bully, whatever, he shows up at the school, which I'm like, what are you doing there at that hour? Like, the girls, it kind of makes sense because they're doing a seance to, talk to the cute boy. But it's just like, dude, it's like late. Like, Batman is out late. What the fuck are you actually doing there? Um, so Terry, he's like circling the school over and over just to make sure nothing bad's going around. And Bruce is like, Terry, what the hell? You're just wasting time. Get out of there. You're just being silly. When then all of a sudden, at the girls' seance, the board starts floating and then just starts beating the shit out of Nelson, and then a whole bunch of like broken up wood starts flying at him and all this sort of stuff, and then Batman comes in, he has to save him, and the girls get out of there because this spirit or whatever, it is only interested in hurting Nelson. And it's so funny. So it's on like the second floor of the building, and there's like no escape, and then Batman, he has to find a way to get out. Um, which, like, looking back at it now, it kind of makes no sense. So he sees that he has to get out of there. So he then wraps Nelson in a full gym mat and then fucking yeets him out of the room, like having him like fall full story. And I'm just like, dude, you can fly, and I know that suit is built to like carry people. So you just did that literally for shits and giggles. But and then it just kind of ends right there, and it makes no sense. Sorry, because of the context for later. So then later, uh, the spirit comes back, and it's in the girls' like shower room, and there's no walls or anything. So these girls are just supposed to get naked, like right beside each other. It's kind of odd. I know um, schools used to do that, but it's weird. Like in the future, they brought it back. So I don't know. But anyway, the water just starts going absolutely bonkers. It basically like scares all the girls out, and Max is there. Which, man, it did make me mad. There was one scene where Max was ogling over the dead guy, and I'm like, no, Max, you should be ogling Terry. Terry, you and Terry deserve to be together, not you and dead guy. Bad Max. That is a bad Max. Bad Dana too. She didn't really do anything this episode, but I still wanted to say it. Bad Dana. Um, God, I hate her so much. Um, So anyway, one of the girls goes back into the bathroom, and she's like, "Oh my god, everybody, you gotta see this." Excuse me. And there's a note on the bathroom wall saying, "I still love you." So Terry, he does some research. He's trying to figure out what's what because he's like, "All right, it's not a ghost. It's something else." So he kind of connects the dots. He was like, "Okay, the gym coach got affected. It went after Nelson. It has a crush on, I'll just make up a name, Beth." And he's like, "Holy shit, it's fucking Willie Watts." He hated the gym coach. He hated Nelson, and he had a thing for Beth. He had a thing for one of the girls, and it turned out to be that girl. If you don't remember, Willie Watts, he was the guy that used to be a little nerd, and he like took over a golem to try and oh boy, try to like upstage Nelson and get his girl and whatnot, yada yada. So anyway, Terry, he makes a stop to the prison, and the guard tells him, "Wow, this is kind of crazy. You're the first guy that's ever seen him. Like, not even his dad has said anything," which is so sad too, because the dad is the whole reason why the kid was even in there in the first place. So Terry gets in there, and Willie's absolutely jacked. I mean, for the last few months, he's been doing nothing but hitting the gym. So yeah, he's looking damn good. Uh, so him and Terry get to talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd love to go to the prom coming up, and hopefully the gym will be prepared by then." And Terry, he catches him and he's like, "Now, how the hell did you know the gym was under construction?" Which, I don't know. I know it sounds silly, but that is one of my like favorite tropes when a villain gets caught up in their own lie. So he's like, "Oh, a friend told me," and Terry's like, "No, I'm your first visitor ever. No, you made it up." So it is kind of odd. So then he admits that it was him the whole time because Terry like throws a glass of water on him because he suspects he has powers, and he catches it with his mind. And he's like, "Yeah, I've been doing it this whole time, and I've just been waiting till I get out from good behavior, and I'll cause a bunch of chaos." And then it just cuts to like this big camera that's in the corner of the room. It's like not even hard to see, and some guards come in, and Willie's like, "Oh, Terry, you dog," getting me to talk about my plan out loud like that in front of a camera. And it's just like, dude, like that camera was right in the corner of the room, and it's a big camera. Like, that's not on Terry being clever. That's on you being fucking stupid. So anyway, he escapes, and now Terry has to find a way to get him back. So Bruce, he gives him like some kind of I'll just say it's a dart gun to be able to knock him out. So um, Willie, he makes an appearance back at the school, and he tries to just straight up murder Nelson uh, until like Terry shows up, which he does his psychic tricks in two ways. One where he just like thinks and he has his arm crossed, and like another where he like does the hand things and all that stuff. And I gotta say, I really like it when someone with like a psychic ability like does so like completely unfair. It just seems like that much more intimidating. Like he's just so powerful. He just thinks it. Like I kind of wish more of the fight was that without him going like, "Yeah, yeah, oh," like if he just fought the whole time like this, just I don't know. That's kind of creepy in all honesty, because then you don't know. Because if you like lift up your hand and there's like a really powerful object or like heavy object behind you, I assume the next move is that object's gonna fly. But I don't know. That's just me. I think it's just more intimidating with like less is more. There we go. So anyway, he's trying to kill Nelson, and then he. It is really funny though. He's like, "Nelson, you used to bully me because I was weaker, and now that I'm stronger, I get your point, and then now I'm gonna fight you." And Nelson's like, "Well, what the hell, dude? You have powers I don't." And he's like, "All right, we'll do this fisticuff style." So Nelson then starts beating the shit out of Willie, and then Willie's forced to use his powers again. He's like, "All right, enough of that. little too much. So he knocks Nelson out of the way, and he's about to like take Beth or whatever the hell her name was, maybe Ruth. I feel like it has a th at the end, and he like completely takes over her body and like brings her over with telekinesis, and is about to kiss her when Batman comes in, and he's about to take the shot to inject him and knock him out, but Willie like destroys the gun, and then a fight breaks up between the two, and he pretty much outclasses Batman in all honesty, and then it gets to a point where like he starts like a tornado around him, and at one point a tree gets sucked into the tornado and it just knocks him the fuck out. And then the episode ends with like him back in juvie, and he has this like I guess power suppressor around his head, and that's pretty much the end of it. So yeah, Willie is a fucking force to be reckoned with. Like, I swear, the Batman Beyond Rogues Gallery, it really, truly does blow away, in terms of power, the Batman Animated Series Rogues Gallery. Because you have Ink, you have fucking Willie Watts, you have the Earth Mover guy, I can't remember his name, but it's just like, Batman has got, like, this Batman, Terry, he's got a fucking load of shit to deal with, in all honesty. Like, the stakes are truly much higher. But yeah, rating wise, it is neat to see, like, previous villains returning. And then Willie just being, like, such a force to be reckoned with was really cool. I kind of wish that, like, it was a two-parter, you know what I mean? But I don't know. It does feel right though to have it be so much later, because then you can see like Willie's powers like develop. I guess. I mean, it makes sense that his powers developed that much over the last few months. But speaking of which, so it turns out obviously it's not a ghost. It was Willie the whole time. So during that like fight scene when he's like fighting with all the objects to try and kill Nelson, why didn't the fight just like take place outside? I mean, Willie is more than capable of fighting in juvie and use his mind to fight all the way over at the school, which I can't even imagine how far away it is. Uh, so it's just really weird. Also, like, dude, you have telekinesis. Just genuinely get a knife. That's it. That's all you gotta do, dude. Um, but yeah, I guess Willie's powers are kind of vaguely powerful and whatnot. But rating wise, I had a fine time with it. So I'd say 3 to 1 are out. It's not perfect though. So I'll also scratch out 6 and 7. So I'm between a 4 and 5. But I think I do like it a little more than average. So I guess I'll give it a 5. That seems fair. Just a little above average. But yeah, that's it. I feel like I was gonna say something, but I can't remember, so I'm not gonna drag this out. So bye bye.